Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham.
Nityanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadisham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Tigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nityanandam. We welcome all our viewers and participants joining us for today's pre-Satsang hosting. We welcome all Kailasa-vasis attending from Kailasa monasteries, gurukuls, temples, ashrams, and centers from around the world. We welcome all the Nityananda TV, Kailasa TV, Hinduism Now TV viewers. We welcome all the Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube viewers, and all those blessed to have Nana Diksha two-way video conferencing who are joining us for today's program. We'll be starting today's segment with a brief introduction to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasanidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, is the reviver of Kailasa, a macrocosmic, ancient, enlightened Hindu civilizational nation. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is a 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva as per Hinduism, recognized by his predecessors who are enlightened masters and adepts. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has made the science of power manifestation, yoga, and temple-based universities a lifestyle for humanity. Before 1981, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was identified as a 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva by spiritual adepts and enlightened masters of Hinduism. In 1981, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was initiated into Bala Sannyas and performed his first Chaturmasya at the age of 3. In 1988, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the future Guru Mahasanidhanam or Pontiff of Thondai-Mandla Adinam, the oldest monastic university. On 24th May 1994, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was declared as the successor of Arunachala Sarangapitha by Guru Parampara. In 1999, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism founded the mission Nityananda Sangha to revive Kailasa internationally. The same year in 1999, he was also coronated as the successor of Kashi Sarangapitha. On 4th November 2002, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism founded Adi Kailasa Sarangapitha. On 1st January 2004, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was declared as the successor of Bhagyanagara Sripura Sarangapitha. On 31st December 2004, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was declared as the incumbent emperor of Suryavamsa Surangi Samrajyam of Suryavamsa lineage. In the year 2007, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was declared as the Guru Mahasanidhanam of Adi Pallava Sarangapitha. In the same year, in 2007, he was also declared as the Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akhada. On 27th April 2012, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the 293rd Guru Mahasanidhanam of Madurai Shamla Pitha Sarangapitha, the oldest Hindu papal state and monastic kingdom. In the year 2013, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was officially coronated as the Mahamandaleshwar, the supreme spiritual head of Mahanirvani Akhada, the largest monastic order. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was the youngest Mahamandaleshwar during this coronation. In the year 2013, he was also declared as the Acharya Mahamandaleshwar of Atal Akhada, the oldest monastic order in Hinduism, by Acharya Mahamandaleshwar, Sukadevananda Ji, the then incumbent spiritual head. In the year 2014, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the Guru Mahasanithanam of Tanjore Adinam. In the same year, in 2014, he was also coronated as the Guru Mahasanithanam of Tiruvarur Adinam and as the Guru Mahasanithanam of Vedaranyam Adinam and as the Guru Mahasanithanam of Panchankulam Adinam. In the year 2015, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the Guru Mahasanithanam of Dharmamukti Swargapuram Adinam. In the same year, in 2015, he was also coronated as the Guru Mahasanithanam Adi Pitha Kularaman, and he was also elected as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by a congregation of over 1,000 spiritual leaders or pontiffs. Now, let us look at some of the global initiatives of Kailasa. 28 years of relentless humanitarian services and initiatives, including free vegetarian food, medical services, of relentless humanitarian services, initiatives, including free vegetarian food, medical services, natural disaster relief, women empowerment initiatives, conflict resolution, and peace initiatives, sustainable Hindu practices through various international agencies and bodies. The following pictures show a very small glimpse of the magnanimous work done by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism throughout 28 years of relentless hard work and services through various international agencies and bodies of Kailasa. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has authored more than 300 books and written more than 10,000 articles in 3 languages, English, Tamil, and Sanskrit, which have been translated into 50 languages with over 1,000 titles. Over 20 million copies, books, and articles have been sold, read, and downloaded. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has established the largest Hindu library with over 1 million books, 1 million palm leaf scriptures, and over 20 million digital books. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is revered as the most prolific and most viewed guru in the digital world. He is read and watched by over 1 billion followers in Hinduism. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has delivered over 10,000 hours of discourses, which has gathered over 1 billion views on the social media. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is respected as commentator of all sacred scriptures such as Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, Shiva Sutras, Yoga Sutras, Ashtavakra Gita, Jain Sutras, etc. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is honored as leader of Hinduism, the most awarded internationally recognized Hindu leader. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is acclaimed as one of the top 100 spiritually influential living personalities by Watkins Mind, Body, Spirit magazine. The Sovereign Order of Kailasa, led by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, and Nityananda Order of monks, nuns, and Hindu diaspora, are working for global peace and to give superconscious breakthrough to humanity. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the establisher of the largest Hindu university in the world with satellite campuses in 150 countries. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the establisher of more than 1,000 Kailasa enlightenment ecosystems. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is a founder and reviver of over 100 serving religions. With this, we conclude this brief introduction about the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, our beloved Guru, Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasanithanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Shri Nityananda Paramashivam. Now, we'll be moving on and discussing about one of the global initiatives of Kailasa. Kailasa's Ishanya project. Actual truth, humanity as a modern society has already reached a state of technology and infrastructure to provide food, clothing, and medical care for all 8 billion people calling planet Earth home. Unfortunately, our decision makers have not reached the necessary conscious level to make the humanitarian decisions of providing basic needs for all 8 billion people. The survival needs for all 8 billion people doesn't depend on availability of housing and food, but rather on the conscious level of decision makers. It is only consciousness we lack, nothing else. We'll be looking at few aspects at a glance, such as food wastage, medical equipment wastage, clothing wastage, home and shelter wastage. We'll start with food wastage. One side, one third of the total global production of food gets wasted. Other side, 35 million are affected by food poverty. One third of the food produced in the world for human consumption every year, approximately 1.3 billion tons gets lost or wasted. Food losses and waste amount to roughly 680 billion US dollars in industrialized countries and 310 billion US dollars in developing countries. 155 million people in 55 countries or regions faced a food crisis in the year 2021. Adding, the number has now increased to 265 million due to COVID-19 epidemic. Even if just one-fourth of the food currently lost or wasted globally could be saved, it would be enough to feed 870 million hungry people in the world. 35 million people dying from hunger worldwide. A child dies from hunger every 10 seconds. Poor diets are linked to 20% of all deaths worldwide. Moving on to medical equipment wastage. One side, 5.25 billion US dollars worth of discarded medical equipment and medical supplies versus other side, 100 million having no medical care. US medical waste will attain 5.25 billion US dollars by 2027. Among regulated and unregulated clinical waste, around 80 to 85% can be reused. Unused supplies in medical facilities are often discarded unnecessarily rather than stored for later use, adding even more unnecessary garbage being carted away to landfills. Reprocessing industry saving 15 million pounds of medical waste from landfills and reducing costs to hospitals and surgical centers by over 544 million US dollars. The world's poorest countries are paying some of the highest drug prices, with everyday medicines costing up to 30 times more than in rich nations. Half the world lacks access to essential health services. 100 million still pushed into extreme poverty because of health expenses. Moving on to clothing wastage. 59,000 tons of clothes are wasted versus 1 out of 8 children are affected by cloth poverty. 100 million garments are produced each year, with 33% going to landfills. Every year, 59,000 tons of used and unsold clothing end up in Chile from all over the world. Every 10 minutes, an estimated 6,000 kilos of clothing and textiles are dumped in landfills. 1 in 8 children without basic clothes. 1 billion children worldwide are multidimensionally poor without access to basic accessories. 22,000 children die each day due to inhygiene around the world. Vacant home and shelter. One side, 42 million vacant homes throughout the world versus on the other side, homelessness of 27%. The world has millions of vacant homes. 42 million of its 426 million homes are vacant. Roughly 1 in 10 homes in advanced economies are empty. Japan has topped the list of the nations with the highest percent of vacant homes, with 13.6% of its dwellings not lived in. 1.3 million are in Canada. 27% increase in homelessness is likely due to the economic impacts of COVID-19. More than one third of all people facing homelessness services are women and children. For the last 5 years, core homelessness has been rising year on year worldwide. Homeless people are over 9 times more likely to take their own life than the general population. 78% of homeless people report having a physical health condition, 44% of them having mental health diagnosis, and 41% use drugs and alcohol to cope up with mental health issues. Kailasa's the aim of Kailasa, the vision of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, through the Ishanya project is to raise the consciousness level in the world and bring to the fore the real issues facing the world, and through a specialized process of recycling, facilitating the movement of good quality unwanted items from the haves to the haves not. This Chaturmasya, 4 months from July to October 2022, 1 crore people should practice Samadhi to raise their consciousness, and 1 crore people should be pulled out of poverty. This is the mission and goal of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and Kailasa's aim. There are threefold benefits. For donors, it is a great boon to provide to those in need. For the world, recycling removes a lot of hazardous material from nature, adding to a cleaner environment. For those in need, millions of people around the world will be alive and raised out of poverty, hunger, and inadequate health practices due to lack of medical facilities. It is a win-win-win situation. Over the last 27 years, Sri Kailasha has built a network of legal entities in 140 countries around the world, holding charity status in 118 of these countries. In many countries, Sri Kailasha's entities are registered distributors as well, meaning we can manage the entire process end to end. We will make full use of this network to collect clothing, medical equipment, and food material from developed nations, transport them, and distribute it to countries and regions in need, with all transportation and distribution expenses sponsored by Sri Kailasha. This is Ishanya project, one of the global initiatives of Kailasha. Our process involves collections of clothing, medical equipment, and foodstuff from various countries around the world, followed by a quality control and processing of received goods, and finally, distribution of good quality clothing, medical equipment, and food to the countries in need. Now let us look at some of the implementations of the Ishanya project, such as in Madurai, India. Almost 26,800 servings of food offered to homeless and hungry. Jayanatinagar, Kilinochi, Sri Lanka. Around 2,000 meals served in Mahadev, Swamikal Children's Home. Kotagala region, Sri Lanka. Around 2,500 articles of clothing donated and distributed. Hyderabad region, India. Weekly Annadan, feeding hundreds of poor villagers from around the region. Tiruvannamalai, Tamil Nadu, India. Non-stop day and night Annadan and healing sessions for hundreds of thousands of pilgrims circumambulating the sacred Arunachala. So with this, we conclude this segment on Ishanya project, a global initiative of Kailasha, and how it is impacting the world. We'll be moving on to the next segment. We'll be right back. Please stay with us. Thank you. Nithyananda.
Humanity has reached a level, we have evolved enough technology to provide food, clothes, shelter, medical care, all the fundamental basic needs for all 8 billion people. One side the homes foreclosure and the homes are just locked without people. The other side, millions are in the platforms homeless. One side, tons of food is getting wasted and getting destroyed to maintain the price. The other side, millions dying without food. Millions of clothes used only once is dumped into ocean because people don't know what to do with it. I have decided Kailasa is going to pick up a project. I call that project as Ishanya, collecting these things which is getting dumped and wasted, which is in turn becoming hazard for the nature, and distributing it to the place and countries, people for whom it's a great boon. In this Chaturmasya alone, we will be able to bring 1 crore people out of poverty. Humanity has reached a level, we have evolved enough technology to provide food, clothes, shelter, medical care, all the fundamental basic needs for all 8 billion people. One side the homes foreclosure and the homes are just locked without people. The other side, millions are in the platforms homeless. One side, tons of food is getting wasted and getting destroyed to maintain the price. The other side, millions dying without food. Millions of clothes used only once is dumped into ocean because people don't know what to do with it. I have decided Kailasa is going to pick up a project. I call that project as Ishanya, collecting these things which is getting dumped and wasted, which is in turn becoming hazard for the nature, and distributing it to the place and countries, people for whom it's a great boon. In this Chaturmasya alone, we will be able to bring 1 crore people out of poverty. Humanity has reached a level, we have evolved enough technology to provide food, clothes, shelter, medical care, all the fundamental basic needs for all 8 billion people. One side the homes foreclosure and the homes are just locked without people. The other side, millions are in the platforms homeless. One side, tons of food is getting wasted and getting destroyed to maintain the price. The other side, millions dying without food. Millions of clothes used only once is dumped into ocean because people don't know what to do with it. I have decided Kailasa is going to pick up a project. I call that project as Ishanya, collecting these things which is getting dumped and wasted, which is in turn becoming hazard for the nature, and distributing it to the place and countries, people for whom it's a great boon. In this Chaturmasya alone, we will be able to bring 1 crore people out of poverty. Humanity has reached a level, we have evolved enough technology to provide food, clothes, shelter, medical care, all the fundamental basic needs for all 8 billion people. One side the homes foreclosure and the homes are just locked without people. The other side, millions are in the platforms homeless. One side, tons of food is getting wasted and getting destroyed to maintain the price. The other side, millions dying without food. Millions of clothes used only once is dumped into ocean because people don't know what to do with it. I have decided Kailasa is going to pick up a project. I call that project as Ishanya, collecting these things which is getting dumped and wasted, which is in turn becoming hazard for the nature, and distributing it to the place and countries, people for whom it's a great boon. In this Chaturmasya alone, we will be able to bring 1 crore people out of poverty. Humanity has reached a level, we have evolved enough technology to provide food, clothes, shelter, medical care, all the fundamental basic needs for all 8 billion people. One side the homes foreclosure and the homes are just locked without people. The other side, millions are in the platforms homeless. One side, tons of food is getting wasted and getting destroyed to maintain the price. The other side, millions dying without food. Millions of clothes used only once is dumped into ocean because people don't know what to do with it. I have decided Kailasa is going to pick up a project. I call that project as Ishanya, collecting these things which is getting dumped and wasted, which is in turn becoming hazard for the nature, and distributing it to the place and countries, people for whom it's a great boon. In this Chaturmasya alone, we will be able to bring 1 crore people out of poverty.
Nithyanandam,
Nityanandamaya.
we welcome back all our viewers and participants joining us from all over the world. So today we have a very special guest with us. We have Surya Kumaraya, Nithyanandam Surya Kumaraya.
Nityanandamaya.
Surya Kumaraya is a Paramashivoham graduate, Paramashivoham level 3 graduate, who has joined us today for today's pre-satsang program for a very special sharing. He'll be sharing with all of us about his Paramashivoham experience, how he manifested Paramashivoham for himself, and how he cleared all his obstacles. So without further ado, I would hand over to Surya Kumaraya to share his very special experience with all our viewers who are very eager to know from Paramashivoham graduates itself how they manifested their reality. Please go ahead, Ayya.
Nityanandamaya. Thank you for giving opportunity to Swamiji. First, I would like to introduce myself as I am Surya Kumar. I am associated with the Swamiji since 2006. My native place Vaniambadi, but now I settled in Chennai. I did a lot of programs with Swamiji, like since from beginning ASP to Kalpaturu, then NSP, then BSP. Now I recently did Mahashadashivam 2017. That is my first higher inner awakening program. Then afterwards, continuously Paramashivoham level 2, then 3 sessions, all sessions I'm attending. For every session, just I keep only my intention only. I just keep my prayer to Swamiji. Swamiji, I want to attend this. You do something, I want to attend. That prayer only makes me to manifest everything. For Paramashivoham 3, I was having obstacles of time, that is leave getting. Second, as well as money, it also manifesting. Third, even I got some mind restriction also from family side also, how to convince them and to make a time. This all things just I put request to Swamiji, just I want to overcome these barriers, I want that. That is what my intention. That time only even my duties and all different places has been transferred. I made some money to transfer. Father, if I there in Chennai miss, I could have made easily. For the day I planned to make payment, that day due to some urgent jobs, I have to go out of station. Then I moved due to urgent job to Mumbai. There I tried it so much. There I had so many formalities. There I could not make out. From Mumbai again I went to Calcutta for a job. This all happening within 1 week. In Calcutta also not given up. I went to there. I tried my ICICI bank to transfer amount. There also I could not able to make out. Then I put surrender Swamiji. I am trying my best. I could not find the ways. Even first I was having adults are making money. I manifested even but money to transfer. I am having adults. Then there is a problem. Just I put my question to my self as inner space. Then I leave it to Swamiji also. But whatever something not happening, every time I going to bedtime, I will tell myself Mahavakya and put my doubts or whatever things not happening to surrender to Swamiji. Swamiji, for this you have to provide solution either in as terms of knowledge, bhukti or ukti. Any one thing you provide me, let me to proceed this. So Swamiji used to give something while waking morning. He will give some clicks. Otherwise, during Paramashivoham calls and chanting time, as a click it will come. This has to do. Then it will click. Like that, he will give each and every steps. So I will follow that. Then I come to Chennai. Then he is given me to approach my own bank. So my own bank I approached. Then bank manager told this so much formality is there. I cannot do. Then I told you, sir, you have to help me. You do something. If possible, you can do it. Simply my request, he accepted it. He did out of the box. It is transferred. I could able to sit in March program. This is the what this thing say. Yeah. Then money part, even I did not keep anything in reserve money. Everything I have to manifest and do the things. So when I put a strong intention, money will come automatic. That is my experience. Even my Paramashivoham, this 3, I kept one land just 5 years before. I told to hold on these things. I was keeping on trying, it is not moving. Then I kept quiet. Then when I give my intention for this, then automatically the previously called person all of a sudden is calling me. I want to take your land. I'm ready to pay immediately money also. So immediately my prayer worked out. I got money from that land. I got money. Immediately the person has given. Even registration not made, he has given 50% of payment to me. Then I made it. Then when I filled maintenance, everything okay. Then I did registration. Then I got remaining money also. So money is not the problem. Well, I could able to understand. I did completion also. At that time, Paramashivoham, morning time, evening time, they used to do completion also. That class I attend. In that I come to know there is a restriction in my pattern. That is wealth making is very difficult. That is one part. Second pattern is, even though you earn money, that to be kept with us only, you should not give it to others very easily. So to give others very easily, that pattern is very strong. So making money, somewhat I could able to make. That pattern is a little bit big. That's why I could able to manifest money. But paying, giving to others, it is strong pattern in me. That is only holding. That's why I'm roaming here and there, trying so many channels, so many banks. Still, I could not able to make transfer money. That is strong pattern in me. That I could be able to identify during my completion at morning time and during time with that time Acharya's made completion session. In that I got click, then I completed the pattern. Afterwards only the bank manager will unconditionally send this money. So the pattern which is inside me is holding. Further only this much things is happening. I come to know afterwards. This is the thing I have for manifesting money and getting into Paramashivoham. This is the thing I experienced. This is my personal experience.
That was an amazing sharing, Ayatak. Thank you so much. It was really very, I should say, spiritually uplifting and enriching. How you are sharing, I could feel as you are telling how you step by step went through the whole experience, and how one side we might be thinking that the obstacle is outside, but how we are discovering very practically as we are going through the experience of just even manifesting Paramashivoham level 3. In the process of manifesting itself, so much of work is happening on us, on our being. So even before Paramashivoham class started, the energy of our beloved Guru Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, it is already started to work on us. And how very beautifully you were sharing how you would always put your intention and sleep, and by next morning you'll get a click, and how you will take the help of various Acharya completion sessions and Paramashivoham calls, and how step by step you're using all this to enrich yourself, to find your blind spots, to get a breakthrough, and how step by step you're breaking your different patterns, like starting with manifesting money. You solve one problem, but it's not the end. You stumble on the other problem, that it is difficult to share the wealth. Even that you had a breakthrough in. So very shows a very beautiful, um, it gives a very beautiful insight of how all of us can also work on our inner space in a very meticulous way and manifest what we want by the grace of our beloved Guru. That was an amazing sharing, Ayya. Thank you so much. And would you like to add something, Ayya?
Yes, I will add it. Yeah. Now I will add a little bit of Paramashivoham experience, what I got it. That is okay, Maharaj?
Yes, Ayya.
Okay. This everything Swamiji, even to get into Paramashivoham, even we decide Swamiji has to accept. That is my personal experience. Once they accept means that there is everything will break like anything. Just like that, it will go. For that, we have to put effort. That is our willpower only. That will persons only. We have to make it. If your will person is very strong, whatever barrier comes, you just surrender to Swamiji. He will take care. That is my personal experience. Why is putting so much struggle means that I already explained, to know you where you are stuck. So I was having two patterns. One is money earning is very difficult. Then sharing is still we should not do. Then and that insecurity feelings was there. No, that's why I could not able to expand on my personal life. Even for any risk means I will be in comfortable zone. I will not lend, try to borrow money from others. That is also on my pattern. Whatever reserve I with that only I have to play. That is one more pattern. That pattern Swami is now breaking me nowadays. Now that process is happening. I'm trying for this next to Paramashivoham 3 also. For that, he keeps adults again. He kept me like that. What you call lending money is should not be good. I should earn my own money with reserve only. I have to spend like that principle I was having. That also is breaking now. No, already he made me to take loan. Already having some loan for education purpose. My son education, I took loan. And I kept about 4 lakhs lending money. So this pattern is breaking. So next level is Swami is taking for manifesting Paramashivoham 3, the coming October session. This is one. Then I will share about Mahasadasavam 2017 experience also, how I manifested. So that is still it is very intense. I kept I am good in profession. For me, getting job is not issue. Even I recent job today means within 1 or 2 days I will get job from others. It will come automatically because I am having confidence on my job and my profession, my skill level, so that I will get it. So it is coming to me. But 2016, what happened? I was in a good position, but due to certain, I have to come out of that job. I come out. Then 2017 February 2016 to 2017 end, I don't have any job. I was trying so many models of business, these things to survive my family. Even my running family was very, very difficult that time. So even people, children's education is paying, then day to day running the life was very, very difficult. That time, February 2017, Mahashivratri, Swamiji was announcing and calling everybody for come for Mahashivratri. That time I went to Bedadi. So Swamiji is announcing that time I am going to conduct Mahashivratri 2017 this year end. So people can have feel their intention. That time, strong intention come in me. Just I told Swami I want to attend this full session right from the beginning. I put my strong prayer to Swamiji. Then since I don't have any money, even to come to Bedadi, I have to request somebody else for ticket and come to the Bedadi. That was my status. Even though I was in good position, I was earning about 1 lakh that time. All of a sudden, job is not there. So I am facing problem in my life financially. Still, every month, Swamiji give some what you call that. You will call to Bedadi. You will give some Sakti like that initiation was giving. I tried to go each month at least one initiation. Right from the February, I was going every month. I tried to go Bedadi. But anyway, imagine go and come back by borrow or something. Somebody will help me. I want to go. I mean, somebody will help me. Ticket or something. It will come. It will help. So food, I will go come to Bedadi means I will get food. There is no issue. So this is the way I manifest. I February to December I was doing these things. I don't have any job. Just I am doing some training, something. I got little bit money with that I'm managing my family life only that time. I don't have money to pay. That time, 7.5 lakhs. So I don't know anything. Still, my intention I not given up. You will not believe, Maharashtra is going to start on 16th. Until 14th, I don't have even 1 rupee to pay to program. But my intention is not given up. It just become very strong again. Swami, I want to attend. I don't bother about money, how it comes or goes, I don't know. But I want to come. That is my intention. That to right from the beginning, I have to be there. That you should do it for me. As a request, strong prayer I kept. Then you will not believe, on 15th morning, one devotee, Swami devotee, only from morning body, I just 1 or 2 times only I met him. Just I thought of calling him. Just I called, I made a commitment, Sangalpa, to attend Maharashtra program, but I don't have any money. But tomorrow program is there, what to do? I just put one word to him. He told, do you want any money loan? I will. I don't know him much. 1 or 2 times only program also, Kalpataru program only, just I went and even directly I not having contact with him, just through subnet only I have contact. I told I attend your Kalpataru program, you contact in one body, then Tirupatur. That's why I am contact with you. Then he told, okay, I will make arrangement the money for you. But I am having the policy not to take loan. Money arrangement and take loan and all. I don't have any job now. That is risk for me. You see another alternative thing is tell me. I told. He told, do you have any property? Yes, I told I have any property. Yes. I want to sell. I want only 7.5 lakhs. I want to sell it. It is worth of about 10 lakhs. I told him, I want this much money. You sell it. I told. Within 2 hours, you will not believe. He is coming with the money advance amount. I was sitting in temple. He is coming and talking. I will give this much amount. You take it tomorrow. You're going to attend the program. Like that, he told. Today itself, we will make research and everything, and we will do it. Morning about 10 o'clock is coming with money. Afternoon, I am making registration. 4 o'clock, I am trying to put money. I put money to my account, everything, and try to transfer to Bidadi account. But the limit is there. Within a day, we cannot able to make payment of more than 4 lakhs. That was the limit. For me, I could able to pay at least 2 lakhs only. About 2 lakhs also is not payment is happening. Then I paid the 2 lakhs. Then I straight went to Bidadi. Just I sit with the accounts department, just take an help. Swamiji program started 10 o'clock. My insert so much, what you call, something. I'm missing Swamiji invitation of this. Why it is happening to me? Swamiji, my Sangalpa, I want to attend right from the beginning. I come to Bidadi. I could not able to participate from Bidadi main gate onwards. Swamiji, they're welcoming. As a Maharashtra, Swamiji, they're welcoming chariot. I want to participate. I am stuck. I come here. Still, I could not able to make it to see you and participate to welcome you. That great pain was there inside me. Then I put a strong prayer. Nothing else. I told a strong prayer only. Swamiji, you have to make it happen. When I was sitting, then I talked with the accounts department. I am having money, but due to certain government norms and bank rules, I could not able to transfer. So what to do? This is not happening, but without my knowledge, I told this problem to Aya who stolen money given to him. I told him, Aya, this was the problem. He knows my account number, everything. He knows better the account number also, everything. He didn't tell anything. Remaining all money he manifest and sent to my better the direct account, trust account he sent without informing me. I told problem only. I want to attend. He sent, he told, Aya, I transferred money about 4 lakhs to your account through some other sources. Whatever money you have, that you again transfer to this account, he told. Then I went inside. Said, this and all, Swamiji given in 2017 itself, that pattern I have to break up. That moment I cannot be able to understand and pursue. I am having this pattern. So this pattern for breaking, he called me in Paramashivoham 3. So it took me about 2017 to 2022 almost. So this much time, it is lost for me. If I have sit and made something strong instead of I'm going into pain, I would have went inside. Why it is happening to me? Where I am striking? That question I might have put inside means Swami would have given an answer to me. My striking pattern of you are giving payment to others, you are struck pattern. Like that, you are not a real you, but I have not put that intention in me. Even I am not asked Swamiji. I am just asking, I want to go to the Paramashivoham. So Swamiji just, okay, thought, more than if you, what you call, tested means this fellow maybe get wounded. So it is grace, it just allowed me to go and attend. Just he cleared partially that manifestation problem of money. Then this pattern is allowing me some time to settle, to understand my own and come out and do a Paramashivoham 3. So this again depends upon way which we surrender and project, keep our prayer to Swamiji. Sometimes by like child is now, I want this the crime means Swamiji will give. Okay, this you pattern, I will take a next time. Okay, you are crying so much, but let me allow for this what you want, this immediate moment. That is doing it. That is what my experience. So everything, if you put to Swamiji, he will do it. If you allow him to do in your own ways, he will do it same time itself. But we are not allowing. We are requesting for our way to manifest the things. That's why he is allowing that also. But it takes time for that because we are only intentionally asking that sort of things. That's why the time taking process, manifestation process, getting delayed. If you surrender with Swamiji full thing means he will take everything. The surrender is not happening means you have to step by step approach your life. Life will teach you so that you will get lesson. Then you will understand what Swamiji want to communicate to you through life. So
Yes,
if you
yeah.
surrender means the struggles will not be there, you straight away you will do everything. This is what my experience here.
Yes, yeah. Thank you so much, Ayya. I think you brought a very important point of how much time it takes when we don't allow, we have some other prayer, and it reminds us of the time. I feel we need a lot more time to share and learn from each other's experience. We'll be continuing this sharing again in the future, as there are so many valuable clicks for all of us to share, listen, and exchange and enrich each other. But as you said, it reminds us of a very important point of time. So it's time to move on to the next segment. We'll love to have you again on our pre-satsang hosting to share your beautiful experiences. But we'll be now moving on to the next segment. I would like to really thank you for sharing all your experiences in such an open, candid, and friendly way. That was extremely enriching for all of us. I'm sure all our viewers also feel the same. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, we'll be moving on to the upcoming Alive Satsang. Let us now prepare ourselves to receive our beloved Guru, Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasanithanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Paramashivam, in the upcoming Alive Satsang by chanting the Mahavakya, Om Nityananda Paramashivam. Let us sit straight with our head, neck, and spine, and with our folded hands chanting the Mahavakya to receive our beloved Guru in the upcoming Alive Satsang. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
I welcome you all with my love and respect. Let you all open all your three eyes.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityanandeshwara
Paramashivasamārambām Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Madhyamam Asmadacharya Varyantam Vande Guru Paramparam. I welcome you all with my love and blessings. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Samajis, Satsangis, Shri Mahants, Mahants, Tanidar, Kottari, visitors, viewers, everyone sitting with us all over the world. Mantreshwara, Vidyeshwara, Ganeshwara, Lokeshwara, Astreshwara. I welcome all of you with my love and blessings. Paramashiva's direct message from Maha Kailasa. Listen. Signs of Divya Sarira. Navaganda Yoga Samadhi is just two. Only two components. First and foremost, unclutching, intense, continuous practice of Akanda Nirvikalpa Samadhi, unbroken unclutching. Second, detoxing the body. It is all about purifying your muscle memory, biomemory, bioenergy. Listen, it's absolutely simple and possible. Oh, practicing unborn Hindus, listen. Born and practicing Hindus, listen. Nirvikalpa Samadhi, Navaganda Yoga Samadhi, Jiva Samadhi, Divya Sarira, all this is not only possible, simple. It's absolutely extremely simple. Have all the equipments, gadgets, comforts, luxuries of modern day. But when it comes to inner software, just go back to your ancestors. For inner software, knowledge about the cosmos, just go back to your ancestors. I tell you, not only our ancestors studied and mastered the science of Navaganda Yoga Samadhi, Nirvikalpa Samadhi, Jiva Samadhi, all these sciences, not only they mastered, they made it as a lifestyle. I'm telling you. Every Indian village used to have at least few dozen, if not few hundred. Like places like Tiruvannamalai and all, few hundred always used to be alive. Few hundred people who mastered Samadhi. Jiva Samadhi, Nirvikalpa Samadhi, Navaganda Yoga Samadhi, who mastered this. Many villages will have at least 1 or 2 dozen. Place like Tiruvannamalai, Haridwar, that Moksha Puris, Kashi, Kanchi, Mathura, Maya, Avantika, Dwarika, the 7 Moksha Puris, Kashi, Kanchi, Mathura, Avantika, Maya, Dwarika, Ayodhya. These 7 are considered Moksha Puris. These 7 Moksha Puris, of course, Tiruvannamalai is Moola Moksha Puri. These places used to have at least few hundred people who mastered this science. I can say more number of Moksha Puris. Parani. I can give you a long list of Moksha Puri. Listen. Nirvikalpa Samadhi evolves into Navaganda Samadhi, then becomes Jiva Samadhi. The difference between Nirvikalpa Samadhi and Navaganda Samadhi is, in Nirvikalpa Samadhi, just your consciousness ripening is enough. Like tamarind fruit. Inside the fruit ripes, then automatically it detaches itself from the shell. So after that, if the shell is broken or thrown away, no problem. The fruit, as the inner space is ripe, your consciousness has achieved the ultimate. But in Navaganda Samadhi, even the shell is used for cooking and enjoyed. Means even your body is detoxed. The quality of the Nirvikalpa Samadhi is celebrated, enjoyed even by the body. And even body reaches that space. That is what is Navaganda Samadhi. For that you need to help the body to detox. And if you master only Nirvikalpa Samadhi, also you can achieve Jiva Samadhi. If you master Navaganda Samadhi, also you can achieve Jiva Samadhi. Listen. If you just master unclutching, Nirvikalpa Samadhi alone, but you don't detox your body, you enjoy everything as you want, even then you can achieve Jiva Samadhi. But if you want Navaganda Samadhi, you have to detox your body also. Listen. If you want Navaganda Samadhi, you have to detox the body also. I'm going to explain the science of Navaganda Samadhi. All of you should know when you master Navaganda Samadhi, even the sacred ash you touch becomes medicine. Sarvaroga Nivarani. The food you touch becomes medicine. Sarvaroga Nivarani. The science of Navaganda Samadhi. Let me explain, define what is Navaganda Samadhi. When you soak yourself in Akanda Nirvikalpa Samadhi, continuously being unclutched. I tell you, unclutching is the most stress-free activity. Even for breathing, you need to create certain amount of stress in your system, like some commands need to be given. Your brain needs to generate certain commands, certain things. But for Nirvikalpa Samadhi, unclutching, it's a most simple, uncomplicated, stress-free action. Just decide, you will stop all your cunning, manipulative strategies. You will be extremely sincere with yourself. And everything you are doing. Understand? I am not teaching not being cunning as a social moral. No. I am teaching not being cunning as a method for unclutching. I tell you. The kind of the powers you will manifest when you unclutch will give you so much of confidence on unclutching. Nirvikalpa Samadhi. But don't stop with Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Make it Akanda, unbroken Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Unbroken unclutching. It is actually like a taste. See, if you have fallen in love, especially during teenage, puppy love, whatever activity you do, your mind will be on your beloved. Same way, when you taste unclutching, thing you do, your consciousness will be on unclutching. Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Extreme, most powerful spiritual experience is Nirvikalpa Samadhi, unclutching. Listen. When you make unclutching akanda, unbroken, Nirvikalpa Samadhi, and keep the body detoxed. Detoxing of the body can be done through Nirahara Samyama, usage of castor oil, haritaki, the other few herbs like a tuduvalai, avaram, poo. These are the few herbs. I can give you just 10 herbs, not more than that. It's commonly available. Use those herbs every day in your food and lifestyle. And reduce the food intake. Make it as a 1 meal a day. That's enough. Detoxing and Akanda Nirvikalpa Samadhi will lead you to Navaganda Samadhi. Navaganda Samadhi means your body will become light body, Divya Sarira. You can just raise the frequency of your physical body. Along with the physical body, you can go to higher worlds. Only Hindu tradition has mastered the science of going to the other worlds with your physical body. That science is Navaganda Samadhi. See, Navakanda, Dasa Tunda, 9 cut, 10 pieces. Actually, when you enter into that Navaganda Samadhi, along with unclutching, Nirvikalpa Samadhi, if you practice detoxing, your body enters into Navaganda Samadhi. Listen, Navaganda Samadhi, when you start experiencing, during that Samadhi, others will feel your body has become 10 pieces, but you will feel it is only one. You will not feel any difference inside. But the people's eye, when they see, they will feel your body is like a 10 pieces. If you read this great Siddha's life stories in Hindu tradition, invariably you will see in every great master's life, he was meditating in the night, he was in samadhi, but people saw his body parts are separately lying down all around. His head was separate, hands were separate, legs were separate. I have a descriptional diagram. You can see. This is one of the descriptional diagram of one Sahadeva Swami. When he was in Navaganda Samadhi, how his disciples saw he just tried to do line drawing. Now listen. I'll tell you the secret of this Navaganda Samadhi. Elaborately, listen. Your body has minor chakras on the leg, both the knees, and both hip joints. 2 to 4, both shoulders. 6, both the hand joints. 8, another throat one. 9. All these minor chakras will enter the light zone which eyes cannot see first. When your whole body is moving into the light zone, listen carefully. Ordinary human ears, normal human ears can hear only from 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. Human auditory range, 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. Sound below 20 hertz, above 20,000 hertz cannot be heard by human beings. Same way, human eyes can see only between 380 nanometer to 700 nanometer. Below the 380 nanometer, human eyes cannot see. Above the 700 nanometer, human eyes cannot see. So anything which is below the 380 nanometer, you can't see. Above the 700 nanometer, you can't see. In Navaganda Samadhi, your body will start raising above the 700 nanometer. It will become a light body. Tejas, Swayam Prakasa. Listen. This minor chakras of your body, these 9 chakras which I said, they will go beyond this 700 nanometers first. So naturally they go beyond the 700 nanometers, but the other parts of the body will take time. So naturally what will happen? For ordinary human eyes, they will see your body as part. See, for example, they won't be able to see your neck because the minor chakra in the neck, its frequency would have been above 700 nanometer. It would have been already 800 nanometer. But your face, your head will be below 700. Your body will be below the 700. Your shoulder would have gone above 700, like 800 nanometer. But your hands, biceps, will be below the 700 nanometer. That is the time when people see, they see your body as 10 pieces. Navakanda Tunda. 10, say 9 cut, 10 pieces. Below the knee, 2 pieces. Above the knee, but below the hip, that is 2 pieces. 4. Then below this hand knee, this part, 1, 4, 3, 4. Then this part, because the shoulder also will disappear and this part also will disappear. So this will be seen. This and this will be seen. Both biceps. Head will be seen and this part of the body will be seen. It will be seen as 10 parts. 9 cut, 10 part. Listen. After 21 hours, the whole body will raise above 700 nanometer. First, initially, this 9 minor chakras will raise above 700 nanometers. After 21 hours, the whole body will raise to light body. Then the whole body will not be seen. People don't have a problem when the whole body is not seen. Same way, people won't have a problem if the whole body is seen. But people get shaken, terrorized, frightened. If the body is seen part, they get frightened. They think somebody has cut their master's body to pieces. Nobody has cut. Even he has not cut himself. The minor chakras have raised their light frequency above 700 nanometer. This is the fundamental science. So listen. All masters who mastered Navaganda Samadhi can completely disappear. They can even take their physical body to the higher lokas. They don't need to leave the physical body and go to Kailasa. They can just take the physical body from Bhuloka. Of course, before Kailasa, there is a spot where they just dissolve that into Paramashiva stages. So understand, this Navaganda yoga is a science. And it is possible. Not only it is a science, it is possible. And I tell you, it's too simple. It's not that difficult. Especially for my disciples, all of you guys are already in the lifestyle for Navaganda Samadhi. One of the most beautiful thing with our Kailasa, our Sangha, is all these attacks, scandals, rumors on me filtered everyone who came to me for different things other than enlightenment. Only people who want enlightenment as not only their first priority, only priority. Only they stood with me, they are being with me. They are connected to me, they are with me. So if you are still connected to me, I tell you, you are already qualified for it, because all the things I am teaching, I am repeatedly drilling into you. Go for 1 meal a day. Go for vegetarian lifestyle. Use Aritaki, castor oil, avarambu. All this I am talking for so many years. Almost 100% of you have started practicing it without even your knowledge sometime. Maybe I can give a very clear manual. So many people are now putting the question, Swamiji, can you give precise manual for Navaganda Yoga Samadhi? I'll give. It takes only 3 months for me to make anyone experience Navaganda Yoga Samadhi. Already our Dr. Ashok Amin is experiencing. He says, I am seeing Navaganda Yoga Samadhi happening in me. He is very deeply connected to me. So that feeling connection, and moreover, fortunately, he has seen me once in Navaganda Yoga Samadhi. Usually, I do not allow people to see me in the Navaganda Yoga Samadhi, because one, they get frightened, and another one thing, they spread rumors. Fortunately, he has seen, because he was my doctor, he had access to my room freely. I think in Phuket, even Sona, Prema Kodandraman, all those doctors also had a free access to my room. They'll be able to come, because Phuket, my body was in need of some medical attention. So he was my doctor. So he saw, actually, when you see someone swimming, your body, your muscle memory will just pick up swimming, and you will start swimming. I can say till now, at least more than 100 people have seen me in Navaganda Samadhi. So when you see me in Navaganda Samadhi, that is like an initiation. Your muscle, only for a few seconds, you get shaken, After that, your biomemory just picks up. If he can do, I can do. I tell you, if you see somebody swimming, that literally initiates your muscle memory to gain confidence that you can also swim. Same way, if you see me in Navaganda Samadhi, it is equivalent to listening 1000 webinar on Navaganda Samadhi. If I speak 1000 webinar on Navaganda Samadhi and you hear all the 1000 webinar, what initiation can happen to you? That can happen to you if you just see me 3 seconds in Navaganda Samadhi. Just 3 seconds, that's all. If you see me in Navaganda Samadhi, just 3 seconds, that's enough. Simply your body will pick up, your biomemory will pick up the signs of Navaganda Samadhi and you will start manifesting it. When I was in Tiruchangodu, one devotee who was taking care of me, he saw one night I was in Navaganda Samadhi. He was actually outside the room. He came to call me to give dinner. But by the time I was in Samadhi, through the window he saw and started shivering. Actually, he fainted. Second day onwards, he said he will not come to give food for me. After 2-3 days, I called him and during when I was in Sahaja Samadhi and spoke to him and relaxed him, healed him, comforted him. He became comfortable. Then I told him, see, don't come inside the room when I am in Navaganda Samadhi, but don't be afraid. Very comfortably start seeing through the window. Because in the room there is no light. Start seeing. This will give you the power of that Navaganda Samadhi. I tell you, after some 5-6 times, he became so comfortable, he started queuing up the people. All close devotees, he will get them and queue them up and started showing. I said, that is too much. Don't go to that extent. But multiple people have seen my body in Navaganda Samadhi and it is possible. It is just raising the frequency. There are few more people who have seen me when I was in Navaganda Samadhi, but they could not recognize because the one thick blanket was covered. Thick blanket was covered till the neck. The thick blanket has covered it in such a way, the inside, the light frequency raising was not recognized by them, but they have seen me in Navaganda Samadhi. Same way, one devotee saw that whole body was in blue light. That is also because the light was leaking through the carpet, through the blanket. I was covering myself with the blanket, and through the blanket that light was leaking. That light only he saw as full whole body in blue, shining blue. When the light frequency goes up, it will appear only in blue. That's why the sky is blue. It's an intense light frequency. If you understand the science of Navaganda Samadhi, you can very easily understand all the 64 manifestation of Paramashivam. You may think how these two are connected. When you unclutch, you will hear Anahata Dvani, which is more than 20,000 hertz frequency. Same way, when you unclutch, your eyes can see more than 700 nanometer range, wavelength. Not only your eyes can see more than 700 nanometer, your whole body can be raised higher wavelength than 700 nanometer. It can go to 800 nanometer wavelength, 900 nanometer wavelength. Whenever you see gods and goddesses, even in the dream darshan, it will be blinding light. People say now, oh God, that light was like blinding my eyes, making my eyes go blind. It will be that powerful. That is what that. It can be something like 1,000,000 nanometer wavelength. Not just 800, 900, it will be 1,000,000 nanometer wavelength. Especially gods like Indra, Varuna, surely 1,000,000 nanometer wavelength. Paramashiva and all you can't measure any. It is pure light. Understanding about this Navaganda Samadhi will give you a lot of understandings, deeper understandings about Paramashiva's 64 superconscious mutation manifestation. Listen. Listen to this very carefully. When you start having kind of a faith in my words will have so much impact on your brain. When you are hearing my words, you will feel so calm, stress-free. Next level, when you start getting feeling connection, my words will become simply reality, like a experience in you. When I say be silent, you will just be silent. When I say relax, You will just relax. When the devotion starts, then just through words, I can change your very biology. Not only I can heal you, I can change. Listen to this very carefully. If you already experienced me, you will understand what I am talking. If you have not experienced me, just listen. You will start experiencing. Just through uttering the words, not just healing you, changing your internal organs, quality, and the way they function, and external body's shape, size, and the way it functions. Simple devotion. Simple devotion. Does miracles because of this higher frequency, higher wavelength, knowledge and experience transfer. In the higher frequency, what I transfer, in the higher wavelength, what I transfer, literally not mind changing, not just mind changing, it is changing your very body, your core on which you are grounded, the ground from which you are growing. Paritranaya sadhunam vinasaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuke yuke.
Like he always did, he created a buzz with the simple blink of an eyelid. As a village boy and a president, running a nation 110%. The golden Raja with the jasmine scent, the holy Godzilla, the ego killer. The pure truth to the world he presents. He's the true master, the real karma blaster. A dose of his truth fills you with fire, raises you to Kailasa. Higher and higher, simple Shakti path, you straight into bliss. All incompletions are completely dismissed. I am the Paramashiva. Shiva. The me in the me is in you as me. You are the Paramashiva. Shiva. The you in the you sees you in me. We are the Paramashiva. Shiva. Living in Kailasa, the place to be. Nityananda Paramashiva. Brought Kailasa back on the map with a flag, a bang, done deal, it's a wrap, no gap. cheering, clap, cause he's jacked. The true Guruji is back, that's a fact. The bliss of the avatar gets unwrapped. Sous toutes ses formes, il se manifeste. Il est conscience, partout imprégné, existence immaculée. Il est céleste, pourtant incarné dans la réalité. Il célèbre son existence dans l'unité, existant dans le présent et non dans le passé. Irradiant l'extase éternelle, félicité. Une bénédiction, une dose de bliss en condensé. Éternel et donc toujours présent, jamais en arrière, toujours en avant. Innocent et donc toujours puissant, inébranlable, volonté persistante. I am the Paramashiva, Shiva. The me in the me is in you as me. You are the Paramashiva, Shiva. The you in the you sees you in me. We are the Paramashiva, Shiva. Living in Kailasa, the place to be. Nityananda Paramashiva brought Kailasa back on the map. With a flag, a bang, done deal, it's a wrap, no gap. Cheering, clap, cause he's jacked. The true Guruji is back, that's a fact. The bliss of the avatar gets unwrapped. By the power of his being, he ascends the throne as he makes things happen and always will. In the enlightened space, by his gurus he was grown, oozing out of compassion as he's always filled. Like a lion in the zone he owns, from his fearless roar, let the truth be shown. Poof, like magic, ignorance is blown, while the pure space of enlightenment is grown. As a glorious king straight on the throne, the cherry on top just like a gemstone. He sits in the space fresher than cologne, having Shakti flowing through his backbone. I am the Paramashiva, Shiva. The me in the me is in you as me. You are the Paramashiva, Shiva. The you in the you sees you in me. We are the Paramashiva, Shiva. Living in Kailasa, the place to be. Nityananda Paramashiva brought Kailasa back on the map. With a flag, a bang, done deal, it's a wrap, no gap. Cheering, clap, cause he's jacked. The true Guruji is back, that's a fact. The bliss of the avatar gets unwrapped.
बंद कर आंखों पे हर बाधा हटा कर सब दूर दूर जो है कह जाएंगे कि सब देख देखते रह जाएंगे। त्रिनेत्र जागरण जो इसे कहते हैं कथाओं में जो सुनने को मिलते हैं, कहने में जो लगे नहीं इतना आसान just chill, इतना भी नहीं मुश्किल, बात बनेगी संपूर्ति जब साथ है तो आओ एक दीक्षा की तो बात है सारी दुनिया में मगर एक ही इंसान, उप्स नॉट इंसान ये है भगवान। जय 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 नित्यानंदा जय शिव शंकर नित्यानंदा जय 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 नित्यानंदा जय शिव शंकर नित्यानंदा नित्यानंदा शिवोहम नित्यानंदा सदा शिवोहम नित्यानंदा शिवोहम नित्यानंदा सदा शिवोहम confusion, suffering is all that we talk about. Confusion, delusion, and everybody's stressed out. The only one to save us is him, there's no doubt. He's Sadashiva, Mahadeva. He's an avatar of everything at his feet. So feel free, just let it be. Watch him come while you listen to me. Should I tell you who's here? None other than Nityananda. Jagat Guru Nityananda. That's right, Paramahamsa Nityananda.
Namo Namo Nityanandaya. Om Namo Nityanandaya. Sadashivaya. Om Namo Nityanandaya. Namo Namo Nityanandaya. Om Namo Nityanandaya. Sadashivaya.
Nityananda Sadashiva Mahadeva say.
Nada Adaguna Jadamudi
I
Misai.
see you and dump truck, my heart goes stuck.
Maraina Nida Pakumuna Yanoda Asai.
Let's sing it once more. Nityananda Sadashiva Mahadeva say.
Nada Adaguna Jadamudi
I
Misai.
see you and dump truck, my heart goes stuck.
Maraina Nida Pakumuna Yanoda Asai.
He's Sadashiva Mahadeva. He's an avatar of everything at his feet. So feel free, just let it be. Watch him come while you listen to me.
Parada in the Ulagattai, Arasan Pol Varada, in Yarada, Avanedan Shivanavadaran Yamberumanida.
None other than Nityananda. Jagat Guru Nityananda.
Yamberuman Nityananda.
That's right, Paramahamsa Nityananda.
ನಿತ್ಯನ್ನ ಪೂರ್ಣತ್ವದ ಕರೆ ಆಲಿಸು ನಿತ್ಯನ್ನ ಪೂರ್ಣತ್ವದ ಕರೆ ಆಲಿಸು ನಿತ್ಯನ್ನ ಪೂರ್ಣತ್ವದ ಕರೆ ಆಲಿಸು ನಿತ್ಯನ್ನ ಪೂರ್ಣತ್ವದ ಕರೆ ಅದ್ವೈತವೆಂಬುದು ಪರಮ ಸತ್ಯವು ಸತ್ಯವನ್ನು ಅತಿ ಸುಲಭ ಮಾಡಿಹನು ಅದ್ವೈತವೆಂಬುದು ಪರಮ ಸತ್ಯವು ಸತ್ಯವನ್ನು ಅತಿ ಸುಲಭ ಮಾಡಿಹನು ಸತ್ಯಯುಗಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾಲಿಡುವ ಬೇಗ ಬನ್ನಿ ಈ ಸತ್ಯಯುಗಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾಲಿಡುವ ಬೇಗ ಬನ್ನಿ ನಮ್ಮ ನಿತ್ಯನ್ನ ಪೂರ್ಣತ್ವದ ಕರೆ ಆಲಿಸು ನಿತ್ಯನ್ನ ಪೂರ್ಣತ್ವದ ಕರೆ ಕೈಲಾಸವೆಂಬುದು ಬೇರೆಲ್ಲೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಆನಂದವೆಂಬುದು ಮತ್ತೆಲ್ಲೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಕೈಲಾಸವೆಂಬುದು ಬೇರೆಲ್ಲೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಆನಂದವೆಂಬುದು ಮತ್ತೆಲ್ಲೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದನ ಸನ್ನಿಧಿಯಲ್ಲೇ ಕಾಣಿ ನಮ್ಮ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದನ ಸನ್ನಿಧಿಯಲ್ಲೇ ಕಾಣಿ ನಮ್ಮ ನಿತ್ಯನ್ನ ಪೂರ್ಣತ್ವದ ಕರೆ ಆಲಿಸು ನಿತ್ಯನ್ನ ಪೂರ್ಣತ್ವದ ಕರೆ ಅಮ್ಮಯ್ಯಪ್ಪನೇ ನೀ ಎನ್ನಯ್ಯಪ್ಪನೇ ಅಮ್ಮಯ್ಯಪ್ಪನೇ ನೀ ಎನ್ನಯ್ಯಪ್ಪನೇ ಅಮ್ಮಯ್ಯಪ್ಪನೇ ನೀ ಎನ್ನಯ್ಯಪ್ಪನೇ ಅಮ್ಮಯ್ಯಪ್ಪನೇ ನೀ ಎನ್ನಯ್ಯಪ್ಪನೇ ಮಕ್ಕಳಗಾಗ ಮರುಮುಡಿಯಂ ನೀ ಅವತಾರ
Nityananda Sadashiva 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 Nityananda Sadashiva
कालेश्वर महाकालं कालाञ्जन निवासिनं कालकृत्कालवेत्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि सदाशिवं प्रणतोऽस्मि सदाशिवं
Sadashiva Sadashiva Nityananda Sadashiva 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 Nityananda Sadashiva
सर्वकृत् सर्ववेत्तारं सर्वज्ञम् अपराजितं सर्वभूतात्मभूतस्थं प्रणतोऽस्मि सदाशिवं प्रणतोऽस्मि सदाशिवं
Sadashiva Sadashiva Nityananda Sadashiva 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 Nityananda Sadashiva
यो सृजत् सर्वभूतानि ब्रह्माद्याश्च सुरासुरा तमहं लोककर्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि सदाशिवं प्रणतोऽस्मि सदाशिवं
Sadashiva Sadashiva Nityananda Sadashiva 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 Nityananda Sadashiva
वरं वरेण्यं वरदं वरिष्ठं वरवाहनं वनमालाधरं देवं प्रणतोऽस्मि सदाशिवं प्रणतोऽस्मि सदाशिवं
Sadashiva Sadashiva Nityananda Sadashiva 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 Nityananda Sadashiva
प्रीतियत् प्रीतिदातारं सुप्रियं प्रियदर्शनम् उमापतिं सदाकान्तं प्रणतोऽस्मि सदाशिवं प्रणतोऽस्मि सदाशिवं
Sadashiva Sadashiva Nityananda Sadashiva 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 Nityananda Sadashiva
धर्माधर्ममयं देवं सुखदुःखफलोदयं बन्धमोक्षप्रणीतारं प्रणतोऽस्मि सदाशिवं प्रणतोऽस्मि सदाशिवं
Sadashiva Sadashiva Nityananda Sadashiva 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 Nityananda Sadashiva
मनोबुद्धिरहङ्कार तन्मात्रेन्द्रियगोचरं प्रधानपुरुषेशानं प्रणतोऽस्मि सदाशिवं प्रणतोऽस्मि सदाशिवं
Sadashiva Sadashiva Nityananda Sadashiva 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 Nityananda Sadashiva
यं ध्यायन्ति महात्मानो मुनयः संश्रितव्रताः तं ओङ्कारपरं सूक्ष्मं प्रणतोऽस्मि सदाशिवं प्रणतोऽस्मि सदाशिवं
Sadashiva Sadashiva Nityananda Sadashiva 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 Nityananda Sadashiva
सूक्ष्मं सर्वगतं नित्यं सर्वविद्येश्वरेश्वरं सर्वतत्त्वाश्रयं देवं प्रणतोऽस्मि सदाशिवं प्रणतोऽस्मि सदाशिवं
Sadashiva Sadashiva Nityananda Sadashiva 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 Nityananda Sadashiva Shambho Shankar Shambho 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 Shambho Shankar Shambho
शिव शिव शम्भो शङ्कर नमामि शङ्कर हर परमेश विश्वेश शिव शुभङ्कर शिव शिव शम्भो शङ्कर नमामि शङ्कर हर परमेश विश्वेश शिव शुभङ्कर भगवद नित्यानन्द मानस नित्यानन्द जगदोद्धारक नित्यानन्द नमामि सन्ततं
Shankara Shambho, Shambho Shankara Shambho, Shambho.
Om. 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 I'll try to settle from samadhi to communicable frequency and then come back for one more session because I wanted to talk about this 64 manifestations of Paramashiva. If I am not able to come to communicable frequency today, again tomorrow, same Indian Standard Time, 8 o'clock, we will have a continuation of this webinar. I'll try to settle in next half an hour, 1 hour and come back for the session. If I couldn't make it for today's session, next one more session, I'll do it tomorrow, same 8 o'clock Indian Standard Time. We will have extension of this webinar because I've done only 21 manifestations of Paramashiva. I have to do all the 64, at least introducing. I'll try my best to come back in half an hour or 45 minutes after their session. So stay tuned. So with this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhatvaita Saivam, Paramatvaita Saivam, the state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness, and Kailasa, Maha Kailasa of Paramashiva, Paramashivoham, Om Nityananda Paramashivoham, the eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful. I welcome you all with my love and respect. Let you all open all your three eyes. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda
Nityananda Paramashivoham.
Humanity has reached a level, we have evolved enough technology to provide food, clothes, shelter, medical care, all the fundamental basic needs for all 8 billion people. One side the homes foreclosure and the homes are just locked without people. The other side, millions are in the platforms homeless. One side, tons of food is getting wasted and getting destroyed to maintain the price. The other side, millions